BMW M5 Competition. Let's see what all the fuss is about. So here it is, the BMW M5 Competition. I must say, I do like the look of it. The front looks angry enough. It could be more angry, but it looks angry enough for me. It's got the BMW adaptive LED headlights. We go around to the side. When you get to here though, this is one of my main problems with the car. It being a 5 Series, it is absolutely massive. If I had to get to the boot from here, it feels like I'd have to go for a run. I'm joking, I'm very fit. It's got 20-inch alloys, carbon fiber roof to help with some weight saving, because this thing weighs a ton, literally, a couple of them. So at the back, we got the 4 exhausts. This rear diffuser, I do like it. It's subtle, but I do like it. For me, this spoiler needs to be a little bit bigger. That's what I think anyway. But I do like this black M5 Competition badge. Very nice. The boot, open up, is absolutely massive. I don't know about fitting one person in here. You could fit about 3 people in here. So space-wise, you have nothing to worry about. Holidays, take the whole family, all the suitcases are fitting in there perfectly fine. Wrapped around these beautiful 20-inch alloys are some Pirelli P0s. Whether people that buy this car will keep them as the Pirellis or change them to Pilot Sports, don't know. Let me know in the comments. Brakes, we've got 6-pot calipers, some massive discs, and also have a look at the back. These discs are massive as well. Underneath the bonnet, this being German, should just be able to lift. Nice. We have a 4.4 litre V8 with 617 bhp and 553 pound-foot of torque. Now, looking at this engine, it's nothing special, but I bet when I put my foot down, it's gonna feel very special. In this BMW M5, it feels like a very nice place to be. The seats are ridiculously comfortable. I don't think there's going to be any problem in being uncomfortable after long trips. So it's got heated steering wheel, got a button here to pull it on, so on them cold days when you get in the car and the car's cold, just heat up the steering wheel. Up top here we've got 2 M buttons, M1 and M2, and you can configure these buttons to how you like the car. So you can have a bit of a lunatic mode if you want, or you can have full lunatic mode, 2-wheel drive, everything off, fully ASBO mode. I think if I own this car, one of these would definitely do that. We've got an 8-speed automatic gearbox. The buttons on top here, we can actually change how brutal we want the gear changes. I don't know if brutal was the word that BMW was thinking when they put these buttons in here, but that's the word I'm going to use. Everything in this car is built for the lazy man, meaning everything is operated electronically. You don't have to do any physical work whatsoever apart from press a button. The infotainment system is very easy to use, very simple, and it's also got some cool features like you can do hand gestures, so you can skip tracks using your hand, you can turn the music up and down using your hand. Now that might look cool, but from the outside looking in, it might make you look like a bit of a weirdo, just saying. So like I said earlier, it's a very nice place to be. I love this white leather everywhere. The build quality, it feels nice and sturdy. We've got Alcantara up here on the roof and down the sides. Got mood lighting all around the car, so at night time you can literally set your mood, change the color, have a disco in here if you want. It's got a digital display. I do love this digital clock. Everything's very easy to see, and you can also change it to the sat nav, etc. if you want. In the back, it's pretty much the same as in the front. Obviously these seats are not as comfortable as the front seats, but they're comfortable enough. This here is how I have my seat, which is quite far back. So the fact that I've still got room in the back is very good. Saying that though, this is a 5 Series. I'd expect to be able to lie down in the back with the size of this car. Another good thing about this car is you've actually got dual, well, it's not actually dual, it's quad climate control, because you've got dual in the front and you've got dual in the back. So if you've got 4 different people that want 4 different temperatures, it's possible in this car, which is a nice little feature, handy. So we're out in the M5 now, and in true typical English weather fashion, it has started to rain. But this being a 4-wheel drive, I don't think that's going to make much difference. Now the 4-wheel drive system on this car is actually very clever, because you can actually switch it to back-wheel drive. Now for me, I think that's amazing. So driving this car normally, it just feels like a normal 5 Series. The only way you can tell the difference is obviously if you put your foot down, or even if you touch the accelerator, you hear a growl coming from underneath the bonnet, so which tells you this is not a normal 5 Series. Mate, all you've got to do is touch that accelerator and the clock goes into triple digits, double digits very quickly. Wonder though, this is 617 to 15 bhp. There's some of these M5s that are running over 1,000 bhp. Ricky, your M5 must be rapid. And then tell you what, it feels so planted going around the bends. Feels comfortable. Doing speed, it feels comfortable. This car is just built to go fast. Woohoo! That feels way. Flipping out. I'll tell you one thing though. When you put this into manual, when you've got it in automatic and you put your foot down, it feels quick. When you put this in manual and change the gears yourself, I don't know, it feels a lot quicker to me. I don't know why. There's no delay in gear changes. Brakes feel very good and very reassuring. So driving this car in the country lanes now, it doesn't feel big. It doesn't feel as big as what I thought it would feel. There's a couple of times when vans have been coming this way and I'm having to squeeze through a little gap, it feels a bit big, but then I think once you start driving this car for a bit, after about 2 weeks, you'd be fine. You'd be flying through them little gaps as like it's a mini. You know what I mean? One of the negatives about this car as well, and it depends how you look at it. I mean, if you've got 80 to 100 grand to buy one of these, money shouldn't really be an issue. But I'm just letting you know, you will be in the petrol station every day. Every day. Especially if you do anything but put your foot down more than 10%. These miles, they just drop like 89, 88, 87, 86, 85, 80, 70, 50, go to the petrol station. Absolutely ridiculous. So you've been warned. You're gonna have to get yourself a loyalty card for Shell. The only way to describe this car, what I would call it, and I'll just call it a weapon. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's big, it's not the most agile, but all you gotta do is put your foot on the accelerator and you understand what I mean. It just wants to go, the power's instantly there as well. Look, England, sun's come back out now. See, let's hope it dries up a bit so we can get some accurate draggy times. The brakes on this car, yeah, with the car being so quick, yeah, obviously you need to be able to stop when you need to stop. The brakes are fantastic. I mean, it's wet, and I mean, just then you can feel the car squirming, but it just felt comfortable. At no stage did I feel like we're not going to be able to brake in time. When you're on the power out of the corners, it does try to get a bit sideways like that, but it's so easy to control though. So the price of these M5s start from, well, this one is pre-facelift, start from 82,000. And the new facelifted model starts from 102,000. Now that's basic starting point. So when you start adding extras onto these cars, obviously that price is going to go through the roof. Now at that kind of money, you expect the car to be pretty special, and I must admit this car does feel pretty special. So not that I've got 80 or 100 grand to buy one, but maybe the second-hand market, you never know. Watch this space. The V8 in this car does sound nice, but I do feel like you need the exhaust system on this car. If you had an exhaust system on this car, I think the sound would be unreal. But the V8 grunt, even just driving around town at traffic at low speeds, as soon as you tap that accelerator, you hear the grunt, you hear the growl, and it just reminds you what's underneath the bonnet. I've just got confidence to go and go and go. And these brakes, I mean, so I just launched the car, but as I said, it's wet, so 4 wheels started spinning. It did 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. Obviously, in dry conditions, it would be closer to 3 seconds. I've actually seen one of these do 3.1 seconds, 3.2, something like that. Very close to 3 anyway. But I don't think we've just done a 100 to 200. We just got 7.2 seconds. I do feel like this car will go faster. Like I do feel like this car will go faster, but it's not the right time of day to be trying to do it. The traffic, etc., is not helping me right now. So at the minute, we're just gonna leave it at that until next time. BMW has made a change with this M5. You know what I mean? normally, going back through what I can remember since I was little, the M5 has always been naturally aspirated V8s, V10s, loads of power going through the rear wheels. This one is obviously, it's a V8, but it's a twin turbo and it's 4-wheel drive. But I feel like it has to be to compete nowadays with some of the other cars that are around, and not only compete, I would say to dominate as well. I don't think this car could dominate if it was only back-wheel drive, so I think they have gone in the right direction. And the fact that you can actually switch it back to rear-wheel drive, it's just madness. But you wouldn't be able to do this on these country lanes, on these wet country lanes, in one of the older M5s. So yeah, this has been Race Planet's review of the BMW M5 Competition. I've absolutely loved the short time that we've had this car. Definitely something I might look at in the future. And yeah, I can understand what the hype is about, you know what I mean? So yeah, as usual, if you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment. What do you think about this BMW M5? Do you share my opinion on it? Drop it down in the comments. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Plenty more car reviews coming. Right now, this is ahead. Let's see if there's anything else that can beat it. It's Race Planet. Peace!